Hello and good day. Thank you for joining. You're watching Newsroom Guyana. I am Isnala Pato, and this is the Midday News Brief. Here is a look at some of the stories we're tracking today. An investigation was launched after a laborer identified as Ganesh Ramcharan was found along the Mashebo Trail on the Essequibo Coast yesterday. Ramcharan of Pomona on the Essequibo Coast was found dead with a suspected broken neck in close proximity to his motorcycle. Police headquarters later reported that he lost control of the motorcycle along the trail. Relatives told the newsroom that he worked in the area, and the father of one was described as a hard working person. We tell you now that in a bid to determine their causes of death, the bodies of three children who lost their lives after their boat they were in capsized in the Essequibo River last week will have to be exhumed. And this was confirmed by Police Commander of Region 9, Raphael Rose. The newsroom understands that the family members of the children made the decision to bury the children on Sunday, one day after the incident, without reportedly informing the police. The incident resulted in the deaths of 12-year-old Linda Joseph, 3-year-old Norsha Aya, and her 11-month-old brother Newton. The newsroom understands that it was difficult to have the autopsies done promptly due to the location of the area. It would have taken days to travel to the area by land, and the fastest option is by plane, and at that time there was none reportedly available. As such, the family held a small ceremony in the community of Masakanari in Region 9 and buried the three children. But in keeping with the Ghana Police Force's procedures as it relates to these incidents, the children should not have been buried until an autopsy was conducted. As such, the arrangements will now have to be made to have their bodies exhumed. Six children died after being infected with dengue over the past few weeks, and more children have been infected with the mosquito borne disease. With this surge in cases, a pediatrician at Georgetown Public Hospital, Dr. Marcel Prasad, is urging parents to bring children with flu like symptoms in for testing and treatment instead of trying to nurse them back to health at home. Children who are infected with dengue usually display several symptoms, such as high fevers, diarrhea, weakness, and rashes. The rashes, Dr. Prasad noted, are particularly worrying. The pediatrician is encouraging parents to take their children to health centers or hospitals nearby for dengue tests. Once detected early, children can get the necessary treatment. And if not, children may become dehydrated at home and experience worse and potentially fatal symptoms. Persons are also being encouraged to keep their surroundings clean to prevent mosquitoes from breeding, since dengue is a mosquito borne disease. And finally, we tell you that land preparation works are ongoing in several areas along the east bank of Demerara, and once completed in November, thousands of people will be able to build and live in their own homes and establish commercial properties. Presently, works to the tune of 64 billion are currently ongoing across the country to develop housing and infrastructure. And according to the Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Grohl, there are presently no lots available on the East Bank since all have already been allocated. Kroll made this disclosure yesterday as he led a walkabout of the various blocks which are now being developed in Great Diamond, Little Diamond, and Golden Grove on the East Bank of Demerara. You can be on the lookout for these and more stories on our website, newsroom.gy, and follow our social media platforms for more updates. I'm Isnella Patwa. Thank you for joining in, and we'll see you back here at 5 p.m.